What is up, guys? It is me, George from GameLad75, and welcome to the FIFA 14 demo first impressions video. So this is like my first go on it, and I'm just having a little look around really. And I go into Ultimate Team, not really sure what to expect, but I didn't go fully into it. But basically, in this gameplay, I'm going to be having my first game as Tottenham v AC Milan. Having a look at the gameplays and some new features that they have incorporated into it. I haven't had a look at this Ultimate Team thing. But I can imagine it is just Martin Tyler talking through the features of Ultimate Team. So the interface is really nice. I quite like it. It's nice and informative, clean, a lot better than last year's one. I think last year's one was pretty boring, pretty basic. But as you can see here, picking the teams, going into team management, I do swap out Adebayor for Defoe. Obviously Bale is in this Tottenham squad, but he has now moved to Real Madrid, and I guess they haven't updated it since, you know, his move, and Tottenham haven't got all the players that they need in. And here is skill games. Now skill games is something that I actually really enjoyed last year in FIFA 13. I think it's a really nice feature that they incorporated. This is obviously a crossing one where you cross it in and knock the boxes over. But there are loads, and they're really good. Good bit of fun whilst you're in the loading screen. Just a bit, it's always better than the old arena where you just shoot in. But it's really nice, and I think if they could try and like update that on a regular basis, then that would be really cool, because, you know, it can get a little bit boring after a while. But as we are here in the animations for, you know, before the game starts, and yeah, it's quite nice. You can really kind of feel the atmosphere inside the ground. Obviously on the Xbox One, the graphics will be improved as it is on the next gen console. The crowd are real. They're real people. You can see they're a lot better than the old real low resolution ones that were in FIFA 13 and before that. Obviously pretty generic with the, you know, the teams and all that. Another pointer at the beginning of the match and at half-time and at full-time, you have this guy talking through the highlights and, you know, the scene and where they are, which I think is quite nice. It's adding a bit more depth to the game, added a bit of variation, which is nice. And, you know, animations are good. You get into the atmosphere. So we're kicking off. Now, first things first, the movement is so realistic now. It's quite unbelievable, really. You know, the player movements is something they've been trying to get right. And, I mean, it must have been FIFA 11 or FIFA 12 where they introduced the 360 revolution, where, you know, you could move 360 degrees free without any clunking and anything like that. But as you can see here, Sandro was on the ball there, taking a few more steps and things like that. I also shown off the new feature of Protect the Ball, which I think is a really good feature, and it is very effective when you're against defenders and you're breaking away down the line. Ball physics as well is exceptional in this game. Obviously, you know, they've struggled to get the correct ball physics. They said last year in FIFA 13 that they've really improved it. It wasn't that much of an improvement. It was literally just the ball moving a little in the air, just a bit of swerve. Now they've got more things like the knuckle shot and things like that. Obviously it's going to take time for them to really master the ball physics in the game, because it's changing all the time with the new model of footballs and things like that. So it's going to be difficult for them to get it right. As you can see here, AC Milan having the first real chance of the game, forcing Lloris into a save. I picked these two teams. They're fairly similar in the style of play, and I thought that would be a really good game. As you see, Lloris coming out for the punch. Yeah, player movement. It's not all about pace now, and you'll see that in the in some more clips in a minute, that it's not all about pace, and it is surprising, really. I mean, people usually used to rely on a couple of players in their team to really win the games, but it really is now possession based, and I can't stress that enough. I mean, people say, oh, pace will always have a factor. Yes, it will, but it will not have as much of a factor as the passing stat and the strength stat. That is a stat you really want to be looking at now. Definitely passing and strength, because, you know, it feels more realistic, and I like that. It's a lot harder, the game, a lot harder. I am playing this on the world class or professional difficulty. I can't quite remember now, but you know, you can definitely see the difference, and the AI has been improved massively, which is good. Obviously, this is still a demo, so you know you're not going to get you know, the full package. But as you can see, Lennon took a shot there, and you could see the ball dipping. You could see it wasn't really travelling at a great speed. So you know, the power in your shot stat now is really quite important, and you'll be able to see a difference in the power and things like that. Skill moves are now only done with a right stick, and here you can see me breaking through on goal with Aaron Lennon, using a bit of pace to get by and placing it into the goal nicely. Take a little deflection off the goalkeeper on the way, but that doesn't matter. It was a great finish from Aaron Lennon there. As you could see, the defender was actually keeping up. I think it might have been a Bate. He's quite quick, so you can understand why. But good finish, and you know, now they've introduced the pure shot and things like that, where you know your player will adjust his run instead of just kind of hovering over the ball and swinging a leg at it, which is nice, and it's really good to see that, making the game a lot more realistic and a lot more enjoyable to play. Other than another shot there, getting blocked, and Constant does get this away. Yeah, he does. Another thing, yeah, I was saying, skills are done with a right stick, which is good now. You know, you can't, you know, it's quicker to do. It's quicker to do, and we've reached half time. Spurs 1, Milan 0, and having a look at the replays here. Currently, there'll be a guy talking about the highlights and things like that. I didn't decide to go through that. And this is really nice here, on the team management bit. You can change your formation really quick just from flicking the right stick. You also see the energy of the players. And, you know, little things like that make the game a lot more enjoyable and a lot more, you know, fresh. It's good, and I hope they keep updating, you know, interface and things like that, because you know, in FIFA 13 and things like that, the interface was poor. I didn't like it, and I can imagine quite a few people didn't like it. As I see, getting offside there, I think that's something they do need to work on a little bit more, is the attacking positioning. A few times in some other gameplay in another game I've done, sorry, before this, the linesman, the positioning of the players and crosses is quite poor. They're getting offside a lot, getting behind the defenders, which, you know, is quite annoying. But hopefully that can be fixed, because, you know, I think last year or a couple of years ago, they really wanted to push through a bit more attacking movement, attacking positioning. It hasn't quite gone to plan in this, it seems. But, you know, that may be fixed before the final game is released. But, you know, it's looking good, FIFA 14. It's not just a game where, you know, the kits are improved and new kits, new players, things like that. It's not like that. It does change. The physics changed a lot, and you will be able to see this if you've got the demo at the moment. You'll be able to see protecting the ball there from Defoe. No one was around him, but you can just get an idea of the general movement of what happens when he protects the ball. But you know, the physics are good, and I like that. Ball physics are good. Passing is, you know, is decent now. You have to aim your passes a lot more, which is nice. And you can't just play, you know, a big ball over the top, get your striker on it, your pacey striker. You know, you have to build up. You have to take your time, and you know, the games you're going to be playing online are probably not going to be as high scoring. Defending does seem quite easy still. I don't know if other players are finding that, but I'm tending to find that it's actually quite easy to defend in FIFA 14, which I guess they want to do that to balance it out with the attacking, which is good. I think they're going to get the balance right in this game. You know, pace isn't always you know, a massive factor anymore, so I think it's going to be a lot more balanced in FIFA 14 compared to previous titles. It's good. It's really good. A few features I want to talk about in this is Pro Clubs. Now, Pro Clubs is something I've enjoyed a lot with my friends. Got a little team going, and it is good. It is good fun. But the players in Pro Clubs, I mean, the AI players are very poor, and I really hope they focused on improving that. They haven't really talked about too much of Pro Clubs, which is quite concerning. Because I think in FIFA 13 it was just an area they thought, oh, we'll throw this together, that'll do. Which was quite annoying, really. I mean, they didn't really pay too much attention to it. But we're coming to the end of the game here. You'll see Gareth Bale using protect the ball right there. There we go, barging the player out. Not a foul. Using the strength, and you know, obviously, more strength you have, the easier it's going to be to knock someone off the ball. But there you go, Spurs win 1-0 against Milan. More FIFA 14 content will be out. Obviously GTA 5 is coming soon. Myself, Troy and Liam will be doing tons of coverage on that. We've got a little series planned. Along with other members at GameLad75, we'll be bringing some GTA 5 stuff and FIFA 14 stuff. So there's plenty to look forward to on the channel. We'll try and get the upload sorted out. If you want some more FIFA 14 demo or any FIFA 14 final game stuff, please feel free to put something in the comments below, and it'll probably be myself, Sam or Liam will be covering some FIFA 14 stuff. But we'll get to that soon. Final animations here, nothing's changed too much. Obviously, you know, there could be some other stuff in the final game, and obviously animations change regularly in this game. But I like it. I like FIFA 14. It's from what I've seen of it and what I've played of it, it's feeling good, you know, and I think they might have got it right this year. I know everyone tends to say that, but, you know, there's always room for improvement. There's a few things, you know, positioning and things like that, but that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.